Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. Will the Prime Minister please inform the House how the Morrison government's ongoing response to the COVID-19 pandemic will continue to protect lives and livelihoods, especially in my home state of Victoria?
The Prime Minister has the call. Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Higgins for her question. I thank her and the many members of this chamber, Mr Speaker, who have shown such strong support to their communities over the course of the COVID-19 pandemic. But given the member's medical background and experience, I've greatly appreciated her counsel and advice over these many months and 18 months, in fact, Mr Speaker, over the course of this crisis. Now, Mr Speaker, once again we are faced with another challenge in combating this virus. It's not the first challenge that we've faced, and it won't be the last, Mr Speaker. But this is a challenge here now in Victoria that we will face together with the state government of Victoria, and I commend them on their efforts to date, Mr Speaker, in addressing this latest challenge. A challenge and a battle, but we have overcome these many times. There are no certainties in the fight against the global pandemic, whether here in Australia or anywhere else. There are no guarantees. Our best defence is the steadfast resilience of the Australian people working together to put in place the protections that have been so enabling to Australians to come through to this point in the virus. And, Mr Speaker, that is what will sustain us all into the future, continuing on in that cooperative, Mr Speaker, in that collaborative, in that supportive way all around the country. The next 7 days will be important. They'll be difficult for Victorians, as the member for Higgins and the many members from Victoria in this chamber know. They will be difficult, but in my discussions with the Acting Premier this morning, as of yesterday, Mr Speaker, as well, we are determined together to ensure that we provide every support and assistance to assist Victorians through this next difficult period. And it's important nationally as well. It isn't just relevant in Victoria, it's important nationally. And I know that all Australians will be supporting Victoria in each way they can to ensure that they overcome this latest challenge, as other states and other communities around Australia have combated these challenges in the past before and equally overcome them. I particularly want to thank the many contact tracers working as part of the Victorian government's effort right now, Mr Speaker. This latest outbreak is a very complex one with its many points, Mr Speaker, and I especially want to thank the 40,411 Victorians who came forward for testing yesterday. I want to thank the 30,426 Victorians who came forward and were vaccinated yesterday, Mr Speaker. And I want to continue to encourage all Australians, whether you're in Victoria or in any other part of the country, Mr Speaker. The vaccines are there with the GPs, Mr Speaker. They're there in the state clinics that have been established for that purpose. And the events in Victoria will remind, I think, all Australians that despite the fact that we've been able to live in this country in a way that virtually no other country, Mr Speaker, around the world is able to live like we are in this country at the moment. It comes with its challenges, as Singapore and many other countries, and even Taiwan, Mr Speaker, have